meeting. She's coming out in the next half hour or so, and we'll see how things go. I've got the dogs put away this morning so that I can get things organised without too much drama. Just going to let Sweetie go back to his house. Banjo's going to learn how to hang out with the other two without causing a problem. We hope. Settle down. He'll bite you. Papa, come. Come on, Sweetie, let's go. Sweetie, hon. Home until after I finish riding. Come on. Settle down. Settle down. If he bites you, I won't be able to rescue you. Settle down. Ah, sit. Behave. Good boy. He's getting a bit carried away. He's running out of share space. He's a bit excited because we knows we're going to ride. Horse. No, someone's going to ride the horse. What I'll do is, before she jumps on, I'll just hop on quickly and make sure she's in a good mood. Because it's been about 3 weeks. Haven't ridden for about 3 weeks, so it'll be actually 3 weeks tomorrow since I've ridden, which is quite a while to have not ridden for. So I'll go and grab everything, get everything ready. And when Megan comes, she'll have pretty much whatever she needs to do. Quiet! Ready to go. She's still having a little bit of dinner. We'll figure it all out. Morning to pick to get out and get the rides done early. I don't want to get leaving it late because it's going to be a bit hot again today. Yesterday was an absolute heat wave. It was so hot. I couldn't have done anything if I wanted to. I just couldn't even go outside half the time because it was just too hot. When I had to do the midday feeds, it nearly killed me being out in this heat. I'm getting old now. I can't stand outside for long. The whole issue. Hang on. Losing my faculties right now. So hopefully by the time she finishes her meal, I'll have everything done, what needs doing, including saddled up and everything else. Official pin cover. Hi, how you doing? I'm good, thank you. How are you? God bless you too. It's a beautiful day that God has made. And although it's going to be hot very soon, hopefully in the next half an hour we'll start getting Miss Ellie going. I don't know what sort of attitude she's going to have. It's been, like I said, 3 weeks. Generally with this horse you can leave her for a fair while and she'll be fine. So I'm not expecting anything too dramatic with her. I think she'll be okay. I hope she'll be okay. We'll find out. Now I need to get my helmet and my brave brain working. I had a tooth out 2 days ago and it's yesterday it felt all right, but today it's playing up a little bit. I think I may be getting a bit of a dry socket or something. I don't know, but it was a pretty big tooth that I got out. It was one at the back. It was pretty sore. So I'm still feeling a little off from that. I've got another one that needs to come out in a couple of weeks, so that'll be good. But you're not supposed to do too much crazy stuff 24 hours after, so I can ride today. It's not that I can't, I can, but I just don't want to ride for very long. So I am a bit tired and dizzy. But we will get on her soon and get things happening. What I will do while I'm waiting is give her a quick brush and start the process that I need to start to get her ready. Of course, Monday we've got Daria coming, so that will also be a good thing to get done. Right, get this big thing in here. I've forgotten how to do everything. It doesn't take me long to forget what I'm doing. Okay, it's yeah, notice I've remembered to wear my helmet today. You got someone from Russia, by the look at it. I wish I knew how to speak Russian. My daughter knows a little bit of speaking Russian, but I don't. But good morning. If that's Russian or Greek, I don't know which one it is. It could be either or. Good morning to you. Welcome. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. Going into an adult coat. I don't know what colour she's going to end up being, but she's very pretty. She's Rhone, so it changes. She'll probably go back to a chocolate colour too. Grey hair's coming out. So I'd say we'll go chocolate again. Very soon. Long before winter happens. Yeah. There's a couple of bite marks on its backside where the silly old Toki has got now. forwards, but I'm going to give it a try. A lot of people saddle up while they're having their food. Generally I don't, but I'll give it a whirl and see what happens. If she lets me do it even. Might not. I always have my saddle forward and then it moves back into the spot it needs to go in. Stand there, head. Good girl. Oh, people don't do it that way. But it's the best way to get a lateral position from the horse's body. She can have that on while she finishes her bit of brekkie. And Mum, I need some breakfast. Well, it's what we do for a little bit. And that saddle will shift back once we start doing our lunging, and it'll move back where it needs to go. So a lot of people put their saddles back. If you start with them at the front and you don't do the girth too tight, then when you lunge, they'll sit where they naturally should be. Unless you've got a really ill-fitting saddle, in which case it won't matter what you do, it's going to slip forwards and go above their shoulder and over their wither, which you don't want. Because ultimately what you want is the majority of your weight in the centre. So you want the majority of your weight before the back rib and behind the wither. And then you're going to have a horse that's centred and can carry you well. I'm no expert, but every horse I've ever put a saddle on, when I do it this way, it works well. I've never had one go berserk on me. And I've broken in quite a few, and they just handle it really well when you do it that way. When you let their own natural rhythm get the saddle where it needs to go. But you've just got to not do the cinch up too tight when you're doing it. So there's a bit of room for them to move, and she's got plenty of room there. If anything, probably a bit too much room. And that is a smaller saddle too. That's a, no, actually it's a 16-inch long, but a 13-inch seat. Inner seat, 13-inch. So it's not too big of a saddle. You could easily go with an 18-inch and still have plenty of space for the rider. So you can see the back end of where that saddle is not going to be behind her rib, her last rib. If you go behind her last rib, you're starting to put a lot of pressure on their spine. And you'll notice that when people double on horses, if someone's sitting too far back, the horse's gait will change. It'll have a bit more of a struggle trying to get the hind end moving if it's not built up in the hind end. But you've got to work on all those things. You've got to get them built up. And she's had 3 weeks off, so we'll see what we do when we're finished whatever we're doing. She throws her food out of her bucket all the time. There's nothing I can do about that. It does drive me a little bit crazy, but that's what she does. So she can be a bit silly. find a shop called Newmarket Saddle in Australia. If you're overseas, it'd be worthwhile getting one. For something like this saddle, you got to save up for a while. You can get them second hand between $1,500 and $1,800. Brand new, you're looking at about $2,500. So they are expensive. I had to save a very long time to get that one, but they're worth every penny. That's probably the best saddle. Besides, I've got a Toowoomba that I got second hand, which I paid half price for because it was only it was new, but it had only been used 3 times. So that's the best thing to do, is don't buy things new, buy them second hand, but in good condition. You'll save yourself an absolute fortune. Hold on a second, I've got some dogs going crazy. Settle down. Water. Rightio. Are you ready to do a bit of moving? Come on. Come on. Up it. Come on there. Yep. Walk on. Good girl. Just want to get her to get that so that it's easy to... That other way. Thank you. Just get that girth loosened up, and you'll see the saddle will move slightly back, so it won't be sitting too close to the wither there or above the shoulder. It'll be sitting right where it needs to go. And the guy who designed these saddles, he got sick of having to deal with everyone else's saddles, so he built one that fit his horses. And the majority of horses this will fit. It is called an Outback Drafter by Wayne Walker, who runs Newmarket Saddlery in Australia. I highly, highly, highly recommend. Up. Let's go. Up, up, yep. Up. Come on. Up. Into a canter. Good girl. Nice stretch and turn. Turn. Let's go the other way. Up. Trot there. Trot. Come on, Miss Ellie. Up. Aaron back. Good morning. How are you? You have autism. I have a daughter who has autism too. You guys are so cool. Let me tell you, she's 23 and she is one of the best chocolate cake makers I've ever met in my life. Pastry chefs I've ever come across. She's very, very good at what she does. What do you like doing, Aaron? What sort of things do you like to do? I love people with autism. I find people with autism are so gifted, and often way more gifted than so-called average normal people who generally aren't even normal. So, thank you for saying hello, Aaron. Thank you for introducing yourself. I appreciate that. And the horse's name is Ellie, and my name is Angie. And I'm scared of horses, but I work with them every day. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to move up. Yep. Just going to encourage her to walk on. We've done up her strap a bit tighter now. The saddle's sitting exactly where it needs to be, so we're going to go up, trot. Up, trot. Good girl. She says, I'm doing what I want to do. Do a canter. And you got to remember, this girl's had 3 weeks off. She might be a little reluctant. We're going to turn her. She's listening. Lovely. Up. Want to canter on this side? Up. No. Back you go. She's trying to cheat there. Cheating a little bit. Up. And not only do I have a daughter who has autism, her twin brother has cerebral palsy. They were born 3 months prematurely. So I'm well versed in lots of types of disabilities. And I love working with people with disabilities, because I don't see them as people with disabilities. I see them as people with abilities that are far beyond many abilities that I have. And I get impressed all the time with what people are capable of, despite having some handicaps here and there. And it's an amazing world. And all people need is a bit of encouragement, I think. When we get some encouragement, we can move mountains. Have a bit of faith and a bit of encouragement. And be glad that God has made us in the image He's made us in. And then we have a thankfulness for what we are and how we are. And we can see the beauty in life. It's so important to see the beauty in life. Horses are very beautiful. Can be a bit dangerous sometimes, but they are beautiful. So I'm going to go and grab her bridle. And she's cheating a little bit and she's trying to still eat breakfast. So we'll watch her for a moment while we do this. You can see that saddle's sitting slightly in a different area now. It's moved back a little. So where the rider's seated, it's not too far forward. It's in a good spot. It's not too tight, not too loose. And I haven't done any work with her for 3 weeks, so there you go. She's remembering everything just how I'd like her to, and that's a really good thing. Alright, I'm going to move this out because I'm going to turn this around so you can see this direction over here, and that way I can see you guys seeing Ellie, if I can get it to sit where it needs to go. There we go. And there she is. I'll try and leave it open as much as I can so you can get as wide a view as you can of her. Because it's such a small space. But when Megan comes, I'll ask Megan if she's all right with us filming her. And if she is, we can show you Megan doing some work with Ellie. Megan's a learner. Well, she's about an intermediate rider now. But she's learnt a lot with Ellie. She rode horses before Ellie, but now she's learnt heaps more riding Ellie because Ellie's a young horse. When she's done with this, I'm not done yet, Mum. Not done yet. Been a while. One thing I need to do is make sure it's not going under the tongue, so I'm not going to have any. You're over the tongue. That's good. What? That wasn't very smart, no? Not at all. Come on, Ellie. Rightio. Going to give her a quick ride before Megan gets here, so we can make sure she's really good. I don't like putting people on the horses unless I've gotten on myself and tested them. Make sure they're safe before we get going. You don't want to put people on just randomly without checking, especially if they've had a bit of time off. Here's Megan now. So far, well, so good. Say good morning, everybody. I'm Ellie. doing well. We're going to practice our turns and... Oh. Since you were here. She's had no one on her since you last rode her. Oh. Shut up! No, I haven't been on her since you last rode her. My brother-in-law passed away. It was only 4 months. She's all good for you. I think she's been so bored, not having... Beautiful. She's like, work. I have not ridden for so long, I'm so... Good girl. I'm sore. It's been so long. I only just got on when you came. Yep. So I'm very pleased with her. She's not giving me any drama. Yep. No problem. The weather's still lovely. I'll introduce you to everyone's watching. So I'll introduce you. Alright guys, so we've got Meg here, who's going to ride Ellie today. So we've given Ellie the thumbs up to go, and she's ready to have a ride. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, eh? And so everybody, Megan comes out at least once a week to see Ellie most of the time. We get it once a week. And Ellie, being a young horse, is excellent for learning. So her and Megan are learning together how to figure things out. So she's not listening. So we'll move her feet. I think I might have worn her out with 1 minute of riding.
So just get a little bit behind her shoulder. Yep. So she's going to give us a test today because it's been a while. She likes to test Megan quite often. Bit of a bugger sometimes. And there we go. And she just gave Megan a little bit of a nod, which is a little bit of defiance happening. There we go.
Trotting. 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 Trotting.
Trying to come in. I'm not helping you, mate. This is all part of your work, you know it.
Trot. Trotting. Oh, look at me like that, yeah.
Now just ask her to back. Ask her to back up.
Back. Back. Back.
Back up here. Back. Yep.
Back up. Back
Good
up.
girl.
Back up.
And you see, she knows me because I'm here every single day, so she knows what I'm asking. So Megan kind of comes once a week. So in all fairness to Megan, Ellie tests her. But it doesn't last long. They work out things very quickly. When you're here every day, the horses get to know, okay, we're not mucking around, we're working and let's do it. And that's what you sort of got to realise when you're not here every single day. It can be that they will test you, and that's pretty normal for a young horse. A lot of horses do it their whole life. I've got to put my glasses, I can't see. So I'll try and read the comments if I can. So we got Lainey Wells. Good morning, Lainey Wells. How are you doing? Stand.
No.
Stand.
No. Forward.
Good girl.
Stand.
What I'll do next time you do it, make it go a little bit more here. That way, she tries to back, you can correct it before she gets back up. So she'll just, otherwise she might keep going. We'll be lunging her all day. She'll get the work out anyway, regardless. He says, I'd rather park and behave myself. There we go. Good girl. It's starting to get hot already. Oh yeah, she likes to tread on it. Yeah, so just position it slightly a little bit back, and then that way, and then that way. Walk up forward. One step. One. There. Stand there. Stay. Good girl. then when she does that,
No. No.
just stand and drop.
Stand. Wait. Good girl.
Good girl. Alright, stand and drop. Good girl. Look. All right. All done. Easy. Okay, we've got a rider. Right, I'm going to jump out so we're not in the way. Oh, there we go. And we can get some filming done. If you want any witches' hats or anything, just let me know. Okay, just keep turning her side to side and give it 2 or 3 second hold on each side. So it's a little bit more difficult, and then when you turn her this direction, give her a slight tap on the opposite side to get her moving. Ask her to walk. Another tap. There we go, we got one movement. There we go. Okay, turn the other direction. Give her another tap on the opposite side. Keep her head turned. As long as we're getting the movement, there we go. Alright. Now try your forward cue with your reins. Give her a bit of a kick, just a small one. Walk on, come on. Yeah, she's going to test you. There we go. Much better. There we go. So sometimes when horses don't want to be ridden because they're being lazy, they don't want to do what you want, they'll do this. And she does it to me as well. So it's pretty ordinary behaviour for a young horse, and quite normal that it happens. And I'd be surprised if she wasn't doing it. I'd be thinking something was wrong if she wasn't, because she's only young and it's been 3 weeks since she's been ridden. And as I said, she doesn't see Megan every single day, so she likes to do a bit of a test if she doesn't see you for a while. Sees me every day, so she knows what I expect of her. And the neighbours are doing some mowing or something. I don't know what they're doing. Is that a tractor slasher or is that a mower? Huh, sounds like a darn helicopter. And you can see she's given a little bit of grief at the moment. She's been a bit silly, but she'll work that out. She has a tendency when there's been some time off to be a little bit silly sometimes, and that's okay. We work through it. Bit defiant. She's been a bit defiant. But as long as we're getting movement in those feet, that's all that we need for now. Just to get her to understand that this is what we're asking, and can you please keep moving. And we know she's got no problem with doing it because we canted a minute ago. She was all right. She's just being silly right now. She's trying to push the boundary. So Megan's job is to keep those feet moving. And sometimes that can be difficult. That's all part of things that they don't teach you very much when you go to a lot of places to ride a horse. They give you a horse that just automatically does everything. When you have to work with a young horse that has been, that has quite a defiant attitude, you learn, and you learn a lot more than you learn off of just a plodder that'll do everything you ask. Best type of horse to learn from is one like this girl. She's gentle and she's quiet, but she's also defiant sometimes. So she's an excellent teacher, and she's only a 5-year-old, so she's very young. Toki, don't be silly, stay over there. Got my other horse being a bit silly over there. So we're going to go nice and slow for a little bit until Megan's ready, and then she might go into a trot at some point with Ellie. But we like to take it nice and slow, especially if you haven't been on for a while. You've got to get your balance again. And I haven't been on for 3 weeks, Megan hasn't been on for 3 weeks, so getting our balance can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Hey, that breeze is quite nice there. A nice breeze happening. Getting hot, but that breeze is nice for now. A lot of people like to rush their horses. It's not a good idea to rush a horse. Unless you want to have a race horse or a barrel horse, it's not a good idea to rush them, especially when they're young. You set them up for bad habits, and then you have horses that take off and bolt on people. So you think that if they carry on and go fast, that it'll all be over with. So it's very nice to go nice and easy and take your time and just work on things at a good pace until you're ready to push it a little bit further. And also just making sure that you're comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, the horse isn't going to be comfortable either. They read us like a book, and if we're not comfortable with what we're doing, they'll know, and then they'll play up a little bit if we're anxious or nervous. Mind you, Ellie is a good horse. I'm extremely nervous and anxious, and believe it or not, I'm petrified of horses in many ways. I love them to death, but I'm frightened of what they can do, because they can hurt you. They don't often mean to. They can hurt you. You can get seriously hurt working with horses if you're not careful. So it's always best to take your time and do some very slow, careful things before you go into anything fast. Build a nice relationship with them. And once you do that, then you can sort of ride like a cowboy. So now we're asking for a trot, and Ellie's pulling her face because she's just been lazy. And Elle is a very lazy horse. She can go when she wants to, but she's lazy. Which is okay. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I can hardly see her. She mingles in well with the scenery, doesn't she? It's a good thing Megan's wearing them yellow. We wouldn't know where anybody was. Hey Ozzy, how you doing? This is my mate Megan, who's riding Ellie. been touched for about 3 weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks since I rode it. 43, yeah, it was about 42 here. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty hot. It's actually not too bad this morning. No, I don't think there's any fires near us. There's no fires near us, is there? Nah. They're all up north. We're all good. How's it going in Victoria? I saw there were some terrible fires down there. I hope they're all getting put out. I saw that big one that was 6,000 hectares. Oh, good. Well, at least the sprinkle's better than nothing. Might not be the best, but it's better than nothing. Hey, well, Ellie's been really good. I jumped on her for about 5 minutes and she was like excellent. Definitely a horse that you can keep moving. You know, I haven't been on it for 3 weeks, so. And then of course we had the Zara incident, and oh look, there's Toki. There's Zara, who's healing up nicely. We'll be back in a sec. I'll just show you guys Zara's leg now. Yesterday we had the scab still stuck there. Today, it's like that. Growing back nicely. She'll start getting some hair. Looks good. No more soreness. And of course, instigator extraordinaire, Master Talk. Yeah, he's a culprit, this little fella too. He caused a lot of the drama actually between Ellie and Zara. Ellie's the one who got her, but he caused the bulk of the issue. Do you want me to come up with the behind you and give some encouragement, or yeah? Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's what she does. Yeah, well you saw there's nothing wrong with her. She was cantering around a minute ago. Just remember, when you want to assert yourself, basically straighten your body up and puff your chest out, and just be like, let's go. Because just reading you, she's thinking, oh, I can get away with this. Up here, Ellie, up. Hot tea. She says, I don't care. Nothing bothers her. Yep. Come on. You've really been silly. I'll get on you if you don't stop it, and we'll see how fast you go then. You won't muck about then, will you? Little bugger. Up. Up, trot it. Give her a little bit more rein. Come on. Come on, up. See, the thing is, because she doesn't get hit with a whip, she doesn't care about a whip.
No.
It doesn't matter. It's all about the psychological with her. And okay. Come on. Says, Mum, I don't give two hoots what you're telling me. I'll tell you what, let's swap. You jump off for a sec and we'll see if she does this to me or not. If she's going to be a little bit of a bugger. And go and park. And Mum will get on. Alright, let's see what she does with me. It's a good lesson actually for everybody who's watching, because what people don't realise is people go and buy horses and they say, oh, the horse was really good when I was there, but then the horse went bad when I went home. But it's not necessarily that. What it often is that you've got to learn to very good at this. Hup. Come on. Hup. We're missing the canter on that side, so I'll turn it back around. And this is what you've got to do. Change it up. Hup. Get into the whoop. And I am not being a good example of a rider right now. I'm really not. Hup. Hup. There we go. With her, you've got to just, you really got to push, but you've got to know exactly when to push. Or she'll give you a bit of grief. You're going to park. She knows how to park nice and easy. Yeah, well, stand there. Alright, good job. Okay, so now Megan's going to jump on and have a go. Oh. So this is really what it's all about. So it's not generally always the horse, it's the bond we have with them. They think they can put it over us, they will. And there's nothing wrong with that happening. It's all part of learning and bonding with them. And when we're bonding with them, we've got to realise it takes time. So we never expect them to just automatically always know exactly what we're asking, or to respond exactly how we're asking them to respond. So it depends on who gets on and who gets off, and whether or not you're in the frame of mind to actually push the envelope. So Megan's just got to get that bit more confidence and trust her own gut instinct that she can push that horse forward. And she'll get there. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 20 minutes, could even take an hour, we don't know. But it doesn't matter how long it takes her. It only matters that her and Ellie develop a bond. Doesn't matter if it takes 6 weeks, a year, whatever. Hey Beard, how you doing? So, just for the purposes of showing you that horses react differently to different people. So people who go and buy horses and then they get home and they say, well, the horse was perfect when I saw it. Oh, that's not good, Beard. What's going on? Stranger Things lover. I'm a Stranger Things lover too. I love that show. Welcome. How you doing? So she's going to try and put whatever she can on. She's carrying on. But Megan's got it. Megan knows how to fix it up. She'll get it back. And you can see I got up behind her and cracked the whip a couple of times, but it didn't affect her at all. She just doesn't care. Woke up throwing up real hard. Been telling me. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, just take it easy today, man. Don't go getting too much food in your system. Eat soft, easy to digest stuff. I got the damn tooth out, Beard. It was very painful. And I got it out and I feel a hell of a lot better. I actually had a massive abscess right across the entire top of my sinus cavity because of the tooth, which was what was causing me the extreme pain. There we go. So see that? She started to go into a trot and listen. There we go. She's just putting you through that. You know how she does that 10 minutes of stupidity? Then she starts to behave. I think that's what she's doing. Once she realises that we aren't going to let her get away with that behaviour, she will start to... There we go. There we go. Now we're trotting. I do feel a lot better. She's only 5 years old, Stranger Things, so she's only a youngster, and that's why she's putting on a bit of a silly show right now. And Megan comes out once a week and rides her, and it's been 3 weeks since she's ridden her, so Ellie gets a little bit toey. Your horse is 17. Wow. I've got a 32-year-old standard bred boy and a 16-year-old Welsh Cross Arabian pony, buckskin pony, and then I've got another 5-year-old. This one over here, he's a drama. He's a miniature, proper miniature horse. As a matter of fact, his parents were Royal Easter Show ponies winners a few years ago. They overbred them, and they had over 100 horses that they had no food money to buy food for. So he was a rescue. Him and another buckskin pony I got off him, and I broke them in, and I broke the buckskin into cart and to saddle for kids, and he went to a lovely home with a couple of little girls. Had another fella who was a Appaloosa mini, who I broke into cart and saddle. Used to use him for children's pony parties. And I had another one that was already broken in when I got her, but we lost them in the drought. Well, we didn't lose them, we had to sell them in the drought because it got too expensive. We're coming back into the drought again. I've got 5 horses again. Used to have 8 at one point, but now I've got 5. So the whole purpose of turning her in is to get her to move. She doesn't want to move, she's being silly. So immediately he's saying to her, rightio, you don't want to move, we're going to do some turning, and you'll get sick of that, and then it's just far more pleasant to go for a walk forwards. So it makes it the horse's idea. Your horse is very sassy? Yeah, they can be that. I've got 2 sassy mares. As a matter of fact, this girl here took a massive chunk of skin off my buckskin. She's only just healed up now. A couple of weeks ago that happened. So they get a bit silly sometimes. There we go. She's gonna have to learn how to respond well if she wants her time of riding to settle and finish quicker. She seems to think if she just plants her feet and stands still that we'll give up and stop, but we won't. We won't. We'll keep working. When I first had her, I actually took her to a breaker initially because I broke my back a few years ago. I basically had her broken in the sense that I could sit on her bare back, I could ride her bareback, but I hadn't done it with a saddle. So I sent her to a breaker and they couldn't even get her to move her foot. As a matter of fact, they actually whipped the absolute crap out of her to make her move. I was actually pretty shocked at how much they had to do to get her to go. And then what we did, so what I did when I got her home, I rested her for 6 months because she wasn't ready to be broken in. She was a bit young, and she was just not showing the maturity to be able to handle it. So we gave her 6 months off, and I basically did the rest of the breaking myself. But what I did when she didn't want to go, I just kept turning and turning and turning and turning, and then take one step at a time. And then eventually it just became, I had no problem whatsoever with her doing whatever I asked. As soon as I asked it, she just knew. So it really is just trying to, get them to realise that it's better for them to just walk along. It's a harder work to stand there and go in a circle than it is to go forwards and actually enjoy your ride. And when you work with them that way and you make it so that it's their idea, then you have a much better relationship with them and they work out well. And you don't need to smack them with a whip or anything like that. You just, you can literally just put a little pressure here and a little pressure there on the turns, and they'll go, rightio, well, I'm not going to do this all day, I'm going to walk forwards. Some days they're good, some days they're not. Some days you get in here and Ellie wants to go 100 miles an hour and you've got to slow her down. So they can be, they're just like us. They have good days and bad days. We can't expect them to be perfect all the time, and I never do. I always expect that, just like me, sometimes they're not going to want to do something, and sometimes I don't get on because I just read them well enough to know it's not a good time. She's looking so good. She's actually lost a bit of weight, Ellie. So she's just gonna keep that pressure on and keep those turns happening until Ellie listens and goes. And she's been a snobby girl. Oh, 8. 8 years old. Fanny's going to be 8. There we go. And as soon as we get that movement, then we release that pressure. So we try again the other direction. And as soon as she moves that foot, we release the pressure. As we get the slightest bit of movement, then Megan will release her from the pressure, and that teaches her that she can, there we go. Good job. Sometimes we've got to do that a few times, and sometimes you just get on and we don't need to worry about it, because Megan's had days where she just gets on and Ellie does perfect. But this is perfect for Megan because Megan needs to figure this out, and her and Ellie get a very good bond by these two having to work with this way. And you can see we don't need to whip the crap out of them, yell or scream or do anything crazy. It really is just a communication and allowing them to figure out for themselves what they need to do. There we go, and look how much quicker that worked. That's much better. So she's giving her the opportunity to make that decision on her own. Ah, you're trying to go to sleep. Head up. It's not that hot yet, Elle.
That's nice. Come on, lazy bones. Come on.
If it was 10 o'clock in the morning, I'd understand, but it's only 10 minutes to 8. 10 minutes to 8 it is. So let's park her again, and I'll jump back on, and we'll try and see if she's going to be silly with me again. We'll give it another test and see what it's all about. And hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with her. She's just been lazy or not. Park it up here. Come on. Yeah, park it up. Yeah. Park it up. Can you get on that side, off that side? Yep. Good girl. All right. Well, we'll see what we're going to do. Okay. Then, wait. Girl. Do something different there. I haven't done this for ages. I used to do this every time for about a year.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So you can see there,
Mm-hmm.
it really is, it's just really testing us. That's what it is. It's going to test me in a second. You have to feel it. It's very reluctant. spot in a second. Get up. What's up? Up. Up. Come on. There, there. Yeah, she's being silly. Usually I don't have to pick her at all. Up. Up. Trot. Trot there. And see if I can get a full trot going. Girl. Come up. No, don't stop there. Come on. Girl. But it's been 3 weeks since she's been ridden and she's just a bit buggered.
Yep.
Because she hasn't had that work at all. Trot. Get up. Up. Trot on. Sit. Up. Come on. No. This way up. Trying to get out of. Up. Up. Girl. Wanted to do a full circle. Up. Up. Come on. Keep going, drive it. Girl. And go the other direction one more time. One more. Come on, trot it. Come on. Stop trying to use that mower as an excuse. It's a long way away. You don't care even when my mower's used. Don't you? Up. Come on, up. So she's trying to stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's trying to stop what I'm trying to do. Get up. Keep that momentum going. But keeping my spot straight and thrusting forward. When she goes to that stop area there. Come on, up. Up. And the other thing is she wants to go out. She wants to go out there. Okay. Turn. And stop it here, walk. Here, walk. Good. Stand. You walk on. Go. Up, yep. That. Yep. Up. Okay, park it. Up. And move. Okay. Good girl. Good job. Come here. Drop. Drop it. Drop. Drop down. Relax a bit. You're just being lazy. Being very lazy. Do you want to go for a walk out? Do you feel confident enough today? Or?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take her for a walk out. She'll pick up when we do that and get her out of here. And she'll be happier. All right, Missy. So we've just really, truly understand that she's just probably a bit tired and a bit lazy. And that's understandable. She had 3 weeks off. But she hasn't done very much work really for considering the amount of running around she does in the paddock every day with Toki. Really isn't very much at all. Okay. One up. Good girl. I think she's just bored with being in here. Because every other time you've been, yeah, and you've been taking her out every time, so she's thinking, let's go out. Ready? You're going to go out? Okay. Just let me know when you're ready. Do you want me to open it now? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to go for a wander out. And then I'll just move this out so we can open that if we need it. Alright, there you go. So Ellie likes to get out of the round yard and go for a walk. Such a nice day for riding.
That breeze is really nice.
Yeah, it's very helpful. She says, oh, there's it. And just remember to practice your one rein stop as well. Here and there. Good job. Good job. She's tired. So she always livens up a little bit better when she gets outside and she's got somewhere to go and a job to do, and she's much happier. And off we go. But I do always say to people, I've had people that have come over with their kids and they say, oh, we bought this horse and the horse won't do this, won't do that. And I'll put them on one of mine. I'll say, well, try this. They'll get on mine, the horse will do nothing for them. And I'll say, okay, now you jump off, and then I'll jump on, and then the horse will do everything I ask. And I'll say, see, it isn't the horse. If you've got to be understanding that horse's language, it takes time to work that out. And once you've worked that out, you can work with them. And they all have different languages with different people. I ride differently to everyone else. Everyone else rides differently to me. There are certain cues that she understands with me that she doesn't get from other people. There are certain cues that Megan gives her that she understands that I don't do with her. So it really is, it's developing. Hello, lovely. Hello, darling. Good morning. Good morning, you lovely girl. Oh, she's found there's a bit of hay out there this morning. Did she find the hay? Hay on the ground? Oh. Oh, yeah. There she goes. She's doing really well. And I mean, Meg's been coming out for about a year now, but we spent the first year in the round yard only, just getting acquainted. And a lot of people say, oh, well, that's slow. Well, it's not. It's what it needs to be. When you don't have a lot of time, it's what it needs to be. Some people need time. Some people need a lot of time. Some people need a short amount of time. I pretty much can figure out a horse fairly quickly because I'm around them all the time, but I still need time when I'm getting used to a new one. I still need time to figure them out. So there's nothing wrong with taking your time. There's no need for people to push or rush other people into things. I have a chiropractor who always says to me, if it takes you 10 years and you only get on your horse twice in 10 years, as long as you're happy with your horse and your horse is happy with you and no one gets hurt, that doesn't matter. Let it take your time. It's taken me over a year to get to a point where I can canter again and do everything again after my big accident. Good girl. Good girl, Ellie. So it really is an individual thing. I used to ride daily years ago. I used to ride every single day for 6 to 8 hours a day. We used to go up in the mountains. And I used to take the buckskin up there. Just me and her. I've had her for 9 years. When I first got her, we just went everywhere together. And it was wonderful. She was as fit as a fiddle. And the horse I had before her, unfortunately, went down a rabbit hole and broke a leg. she used to go up the mountains every day too. And we were both fit as anything. You'd just be gone all day long. Rain, hail, shine, stinking hot, freezing cold. Now you won't get me outside of a round yard for more than a minute or two. I've just had too many accidents and my reflexes aren't good anymore. I'm getting a bit old. I can't function as quickly as I used to, and I had a bit of a stroke which doesn't allow my balance to sit right. So when I'm riding, I feel like I'm sitting sideways. There we go. Good girl, Ellie. Seems a bit more forward being out. He says, I'm going to stop. Good girl, Miss Ellie. Trying to go where she wants to go, the bug, isn't she? Don't you do it. No. Excuse me. Back up. Don't be doing that. You're ruining the fence. Zara, how you doing? Yes, she can canter. She's just being lazy today. She cantered not too long ago. If you go back to the beginning of the live stream, you'll see her cantering. She's actually quite good. We used to do barrels before we had the big accident, and then I didn't ride as fast anymore. But she's great as a barrel horse. She can go when she wants to go. She's just, whoop, okay, watch, she's just trying to push that bit through. Didn't go through, that's good. She's just lazy. And she hasn't had a ride for about 3 weeks, so she's kind of like, I don't want to do it. And it's not too hot this morning. Yesterday was stinking hot. It was 42 degrees here yesterday and the day before. I think she's going to sleep. She's going to sleep. So just remember, when you do the turn, make sure you let the other side off so she's not getting confused with it. Hello, Bubby. Girl. Ellie. Come on, fancy pants. Come on. She says, I don't want to go. Come on. Yeah. Right, take her back in. She just wants to get out here because she's been in there all week because of Zara. So she says, this is where I want to be. Yeah, because she's usually the one out here and Zara's in there. But because she kicked the shit out of Zara and nearly killed her, you got grounded, didn't you? Zara had to be out here for safety reasons. Yes, you're a big bully. I'm surprised she was able to do anything considering how lazy she is. Such a lazy girl. This horse can fly when she wants to. Just convincing her that she can do it and asking her to do it. Getting her to do it is a different thing. I'll give her one more burl when you jump off and see if I can get her to at least do a trot. This very lazy girl. Very lazy girl. Alright, Miss Ellie. Very lazy. I'm going to try getting on without the actual stepping to see how it goes. It's been a while since I've done that too. Can't believe that wasn't too hard.
You should see the look on her face.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. She's like, oh my god, mum's on me. Gonna go fast. Alright, just climb. Good girl, come on. Walk on. Yep. Good girl. On.
To have a drink.
They're very smart. You don't realise how clever they are. Lara actually kept getting in the house gate the other day.
Yep.
And when I saw there, she was right next to the kitchen window looking through the house.
Go.
I'm like, what the hell are you doing in there?
Mum.
I had to tie it up when I left. I had to go to the hospital. And I was there for about 6 or 7 hours. And I had to tie up everything with rope before I left. She figured out how to undo everything. I was like, oh my god, I won't risk it while I'm on the cut.
She pulled a tocky.
Yeah. Yep. Go this way. No. Go this way. Get up. Yep. Up. Up. Get up. No. Up. Up. So I'm trying to really just ask her to keep moving, but she's very lazy today. Very lazy. Up. This way. Up. Up. Mama means it. Up. She's the sort of horse, you can't make her do anything, but she wants to do it. She won't do it. You've got to make it the right in. So how do we do it? We just keep on doing things that are harder to do than the thing that we're asking. And the thing that we're asking becomes a breeze. What I'll do here is I'll keep going over near there. And we'll work around this area. Because this is her parking spot. Keep going. Keep going. And come on, a little quicker on your walk. Come on. Up. Come on. Come on. I'm going to side pass. Side pass. Up. You can do some side passing. I don't mind that. Up. There we go. Only for a step or two, but it's better than nothing. Go back. Around this way. Up. Now another thing that will definitely help. Now I've got to get my balance on this. So I'm going to back up. Back. Back. So you can move that foot, release the pressure. It's not the greatest at backing up, but she will do it. And then she'll go forward when she can. She'd rather go forward than backwards. Put it that way. Let's try it. Come on. So, she's just really lazy. Come on. Just go play guitar on her.
Mm.
Oh no, there's a rabbit running around. There's a rabbit straight over there.
Huh.
Up.
do we not like rabbits?
I don't know, I've never seen one. Or like a ride one. We've had roos, we've had water scraper. We didn't do that thing with those things. But little things, I think are what, like the bugs and stuff. Up. Come on, stop it. Come on. Very late. Come on. I'm not even going to bother with trying to maneuver her with kicking at all because it's not going to do anything. Up, up. Need her to make it her idea. Come on. Up. Come on. Right. Stop. I guarantee you if a big bug came and landed on her ass, she'd be fast asleep. It wouldn't track her off. Come on, up. Yep. There we go. It's all right, I'm giving up. Gonna do what you asked me.
She gave you a look though.
Oh yeah, she will. She's testing. Very much. Come on. Like I said, I think it's just... I just want one more spot this way, and I'll release her. Come on. Up. One more. Good girl. Thank you. Up. Come on. Let's go. Yep. Come on. Up. Up. Alright, we'll go back this way then. I won't stop till she gives it to me. Because if I do, next time I'll have 10 times harder. Up. Come on. Up. A lot of people out there going, I wish I had that horse, won't do anything. I don't realise though, she can go like lightning, as you know,
Yeah.
if she wants to. She's just carrying on.
She's just seeing what we can let her get away with.
Yep. Come on. Come on. You keep going, I'll keep moving around it. Turn head. Go. Up. Up. Come on. Up there. Up.
I'm not going to save you. Hello.
Backwards. Good day for that one.
Yeah.
This is a day for doing our tricks. We didn't finish because we didn't do our trot. One more. Come on. Go. One more trot. One more. Come on. Girl. This is what happened when she went to that breaker. Couldn't move for him at all. And he had a crop.
Yep.
He was like whacking the crap out of her. Up. She's going to realise in a minute, this is where patience is the key. You might have to spend 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour, 2 hours even, getting her to listen. When she realises, does it, then I'll finish it straight off. Come on. Up. Come on.
So Anissa EQ is just asked about first leg. Whatever that means. That's just the comment. First leg.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Me neither.
I don't speak equestrian language at all. I just ride the bloody horse and I don't know what that means. Well, I said explain that because I'm not a show person or into any kind of language. But it's definitely
She's just responded, no, to get your horse going first, use your leg, then kick, voice and crop.
Yeah, I brought this horse in. I know exactly what I'm doing. I canted her 20, 30 minutes ago. So it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm working it. But she's just having a lazy moment because she's had 3 weeks off. And she's a very stubborn, very much a horse who has her own mind. And when you're wanting to get her to do something, you really have to make it her idea. She's a very dominant mare, and even though she's quiet, don't let that fool you. She's not quiet. She'll rip the shreds out of another horse without a problem. She's just she's having a moment, where this is what she's done. And every now and again, Ellie does this. This is what she does. Not a performance horse. You don't do show jumping or anything like that. Did some home barrel racing, but that's it.
In response to your comment about breaking Ellie in, this person's just replied, sure you do. To say that, sure you do, you know what you're doing.
Well, that's your opinion. I'd like to see you come out here and get on the horse and see how you go. Because this horse will probably bowl you over, and Megan will tell you. If you try and force this horse and she doesn't want it, she will actually stomp on you, as quiet as she is. So you obviously don't know much about horses. You've probably got a horse that you paid $20,000 or $30,000 for that was fully trained. You've probably never done one yourself. But I will check your channel out and see what you actually can do. And maybe you can teach me something. I don't know. But, if you come out and ride her, then you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know this horse. And they're all very, very different. I've got another one over there. I put her in here to go straight or gallop. Just different personality. If you don't realise horses have different personalities, then you don't know horses at all. Not one bit. Because let me tell you, I've got 5 horses here, and every single one of them is completely different, aren't they, Meg?
Yes, they are.
Some are good, some are just terrible. Just depends. I would say the most problem with Ellie today is she's had 3 weeks off. She's also had a bit of a spat with one of the other mares, where she's been put in a different paddock than her, and so her dominant behaviour has been basically curbed. So she's basically throwing a tantrum. And that's pretty much it. And you'd probably be somebody who'd be sitting there whipping the shit out of the horse, like those stupid show people who sit there and whip the shit out of horses. They take videos, they don't actually show the truth of what actually really happens. And that's the thing. Do you know that when you're getting a horse to move, that as soon as they've moved their foot, you need to release the pressure? Do you know any of that? Do you know that the very first thing you should ever do with a horse before you ever get on a horse is get them to submit by putting their head down? Did you know that? Probably not, because you've probably never broken a horse in. Probably never worked with a wild horse. So, if you want to big note yourself, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. I'm showing reality here. I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit nobody. You can have a look at my injury when I fell off my horse. You can watch me fall off her. You can watch her get stung by a wasp, go 100 miles an hour and me get thrown in the fence. Does that make me a person who doesn't know what I'm doing? No. It makes me very unlucky that day I got a wasp bit up. First time, the only time she's ever done anything like that. So, and to be honest with you, the fact that she's actually moving her feet at all right now is only because she has enough respect for me to do so. Because she wouldn't otherwise. She doesn't want to. So, before you make judgments about people, have a good think about what it is you're actually doing. How many horses do you have? How many horses have you broken in? How many horses have you ridden? How many different horses have you had? How many of them are just show horses that know a routine and automatically do whatever you want them to do? I don't have horses that do that. I have horses that you have to think when you're working with them all the time. You have to work to be able to make them understand what it is you want. So Do I sound harsh to you? Not that I'm being harsh, I'm just a real person who shows the reality of what really happens behind the scenes when you haven't edited everything to make it look like you're some kind of superstar. Because I can tell you now, I've got videos of me walking along playing guitar on this course. Makes me look like I'm a freaking trainer from heaven. Then I've got ones where I'm coming off and it makes me look like I can't ride. I've had a stroke. I don't balance well. I'm still getting on. So as far as I'm concerned, if you've got a problem with what I do, that's your problem. And I feel sorry for any horse that you have to work with, or any person you have to work with, because you're not a very understanding or compassionate person whatsoever. So any animal that has to deal with you, I'd be actually feeling quite sorry for. I hope that I've taught you something about humanity and about animals. I hope.
So,
You taught me something. You taught me that there are people that like to think that they know everything when they don't have a clue.
Hands that work's just come on and they've asked, "Hi Angie, hope you are well."
Hi. I'm well. Just a little bit annoyed with people who are armchair commentators who don't know what they're doing. And this is the thing, Megan and I both ride this horse all the time regularly. We both know how she is. Some days she's an absolute diamond and some days she's just absolute crap. Just depends on her demeanour, what she's doing. But for the most part, today she's actually done fairly well considering she's had 3 weeks off and she's only a young horse. She's not some 20-year-old horse. She's a 5-year-old. That's another thing. People often think she's very old because she's got grey through her, but she's only 5. So she's not an older horse. Drop and stay, Betty. Good girl. So that's like, you know, that's the thing. People don't realise what goes on. And that's another thing too. Before you make comments to people, make sure you know what you're talking about. You might have fancy language and you might have big words, but you can be dumb as shit knowing what a word is. I know people who can quote the encyclopedia, but they're useless as crap if they have to clean a freaking turd up or tie their shoe up. They just can't do it. So that's the whole thing. It's not about it's not about knowing everything. It's about knowing how to read the horse and what you need to do with the horse when you need to do it. With her, it's simple. Some days she's good, some days she's not. What I'm doing right now is I'm working just with one rope. Just to show her, just because the rider's off doesn't mean we're done. And it's a good way to finish things up. Turn this way. Good. And you see, simply just having her head where I need it to be, that's a win there. Right now, that's a win. Sometimes it's doing nothing that's the win. Sometimes it's standing still that's the win. Sometimes it's moving one foot and that's a win. Sometimes it's cantering and it's a win. Going over a jump. It just depends on what you're doing. Depends on the day, the weather, the horse, the surroundings, and whatever it is that you need to be doing. So, but to the person who's making that comment, I will check your channel out and I'd like to see some tutorials that can correct me on a horse that's exactly like her. Then I will be more than glad to listen to you and take any tips you're giving me. But other than that, if you're just all talk and no actual action, You're not going to get anything from me except for me to tell you to fuck off. And that's what it is. And sorry about the language, but I just get sick of idiots. I really do. You don't know what they're doing. And this is a good exercise to just keep her listening again. You see, she thinks she's done, but she's actually not. Now, if she wanted me off, she could easily buck me, and she knows how to buck. She's not doing it because she's got me there. She just doesn't want to work. And good. Good. Nice big stand here. And there's little bits of feed on the ground she's looking at. She says, I want that. Do you want to have a go with the one rope?
Yeah, I'll give that a try. Something different.
It's good. It's a good trust exercise. And it'll help you to trust her a lot more. She actually is very good like it. She won't take advantage of you. Yeah, so sometimes my old cranky lady who's had 50 years of people trying to be bullshitting gets at me and I just let loose. I'm only human. So when you need to change the side, just loop around the head, have a couple of practices of that. There you go. And Meg's not done this before, so this is a good exercise for her. And we're not flogging her or making her go 100 miles an hour. We're just asking her to listen and behave while we are doing this. And it's all part of when you've got a young horse, it's a good thing that when you're finishing up, that they understand that they might not be finished, because if you're out doing cattle work, mustering work, you might get on and off. You might get on and off several times. You might have to open and shut gates, and your horse might not be one that goes well with shutting gates and opening gates.
No, we're not parking. We're working.
And are you noticing something when she's like this? She's moving better than when she had the bridle in. So she prefers the bitless.
Another Zara.
Yep. All right, take her away from me. So pull her back. Good girl. There we go. And so I've been doing this every time I'm riding now. I do about 5 to 10 minutes with just the rope. Then I take the rope off and I do bareback. And then she finishes. And that's just a really good thing for her, because you're slowly taking everything off, but she's got to have patience. And if we've got to have patience with her being slow, she's got to have some patience with us being slow at getting everything done as well. And that's how it works. How you feeling doing it that way? Yeah. A little harder to sort of, you've got to be quicker with your movements and stuff if you want her to. There goes the Santa Claus. Oh, don't land on her. Whatever you do. And it's actually pretty cool weather here too today. It's not stinking hot. It's pretty cold weather. It's not cold, but it's probably, what do you reckon, about 20? Yeah, about 20 maybe? Yeah. Oh, was it? Oh, so it's about, yeah, it's probably about 25 then. It'd probably be about 23 in the shade. And if you want to try some bareback, we'll do that in a minute. Just the halter and bareback. Do bareback now?
Yeah?
Park.
Thank you.
Girl.
Stop it. Oh, she says. Oh,
She's very tired.
she is. I know she is.
It's a lot of work. Done well. Very young little snapper of a horse.
Oh, a little bit of slip and not much.
Relief, she says.
She just wants out, like I said, all she wants to do is get out there. Because she's been in there for weeks. Like, since she was, since ever since she hit Ellie, Hazara. Yep. She dealt with Hazara. Is that going to be too wet for you to get on? No. That's fine. So I worked a bit. I had worked a bit. We've all had a holiday for 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, flexible. One up. One up. One up. Thank you. There we go.
Rightio. And off we go. So you'll still have to sort of
Yeah.
have a bit of a pull there because it's not like a bit, but yeah, a bit more. That's right. And that's how we go. Everything playful. I'm sure you don't know what you're talking about because weight to weight ratios, Megan is within the weight range, including with the saddle. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You obviously don't know anything about horses either. But that's okay. You can learn a lot if you stick around and actually want to learn and listen. And if you don't feel too confident, just sit for a bit and do what you feel comfortable with. Yeah, it takes a bit. And the other thing is, people who don't understand this either is, there are different types of horses. She's a gypsy cob crossed with an Appaloosa. She has gypsy cob bones, which they are built to pull and take a lot of weight. And she is more than okay with taking, actually her weight ratio at a 20% is just over 100 kilos. So she's well within the range. And that's a 20%. A lot of people use 25% for the bigger horses. So it really is not even, I mean, everyone wants to make rules up about everything. Well, the horse will, if the horse don't want you on, it'll bloody well throw you off. It's that simple. If you can't understand that, you don't know horses and you're probably a bit stupid. And you probably will get hurt at some point with your arrogance. Because they will humble you very quickly. A lot quicker than I can humble you, that's for sure. They've humbled me many a time.